In the Culture War segment tonight, we have been telling you about the increasing battle between secular forces and traditional forces in America. There is no more secular group than Planned Parenthood, and it used to be that the Girl Scouts of America were a very traditional group. But at least 17 Girl Scout councils in America have partnered up with Planned Parenthood, and the number could be much higher, as many of the Girl Scout councils would not answer questions about this alliance. Joining us now from Washington is Jim Sedlak, the executive director of the group Stop International, a group trying to counter the influence of Planned Parenthood. All right, did you find out what the Girl Scouts are doing with Planned Parenthood? Why would they have anything in common at all?
Well, it ranges, Bill. We found three councils in Pennsylvania that sent their girls to Planned Parenthood for lessons to get Planned Parenthood sex education material, and then gave them a special badge called Becoming a Teen Badge. We had other councils that were partnering with Planned Parenthood in preventing sex education conferences where the young people would go there and they would be handed out very offensive material from Planned Parenthood, what we would call pornographic information, to 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade students. It went all the way from there to just some councils that have Planned Parenthood speakers at their annual conferences or give awards to the leaders of Planned Parenthood. So it was really across the board, various kinds of relationships.
All right, well, let's define what you think is pornographic. What kind of literature were they giving the little girls?
Well, there is a book called It's Perfectly Normal. That is a sex education book that is put out by a woman named Roby Harris. She is the author. And Planned Parenthood has been promoting that book. It has line drawings of men and women in bed together. It shows line drawings of how to put on a condom. It gives descriptions on how boys can masturbate or how girls can masturbate. We're talking very specific stuff.
And they were giving this book, the Planned Parenthood, to Girl Scouts?
Yes, at a Girl Scout. Well, actually, it was a Planned Parenthood conference in Texas. The Girl Scouts co-sponsored the conference, and every attendee at the conference in the 6th through the 9th grade got a copy of this book.
And where was this again?
This was in Waco, Texas. But we've seen similar kinds of programs in other cities across the United States.
I'm stunned. I mean, what? I don't understand this. I mean, why would the Girl Scouts be involved with sex education anyway?
Well, that was a surprise to us also when we first found this out. And what kicked it off was the CEO of the Girl Scouts saying that Girl Scouts across the United States saw as their responsibility to give information-based sexuality education programs to their girls. Now, information-based means they dump a whole lot of information on the girls without ever telling them what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah, they don't put a values associated. Yeah, they don't put a moral spin on it. But look, they're putting a spin on it just by letting Planned Parenthood get them in because they're a pro-abortion group. You know, they're going to get into that, I would assume.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, that's one of their main things. But let me. I have a couple more questions about this. Not every Girl Scout council does this, correct? This is just
That is absolutely correct. Of the ones that have answered so far, there are 61 councils who do not have any kind of relationship with Planned Parenthood and 17 councils who do have a relationship. So it's right now, of those that have answered, it's only about 25% of the councils, but that's a significant number.
We're trying to get the Girl Scouts to come on next week. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But are they being secretive about it when you try to investigate what's going on?
Well, what happened yesterday is we got a message from a CEO who has been contacted by a lot of local parents, and she told us that they don't have a relationship with Planned Parenthood, and she said the reason they hadn't responded earlier is because they had received instructions from the national office not to respond to any of our questions.
All right, the national office of the Girl Scouts is located in D.C., correct?
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, we're going to try to get them on, and we'll get to the bottom of it, Mr. Sedlak. We appreciate you bringing it to our attention.